Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamel.
And we are here at our favorite place in town, Capital One,
baby.
This coffee, it's just the perfect thing early in the morning. I've been working late hours. I think I was up till 4 again last night, or this morning. I don't even know what
you have in your cup.
I have the today I put the caramel. I got the caramel. I need a little sugar.
I have a little gin and tonic.
Yeah, you wish you did. He wishes he did. He's wishful thinking. Who's got some out there that we can pour in this man's cup?
Yes, sir.
They do not have gin and tonic in the morning.
No,
here,
they
Jamel.
don't. That's the only thing that they're
They
missing.
don't.
That's the only thing that they're missing.
But you know what? It's okay because some people really, go for the coffee or the tea in the morning.
Nah.
He's been on vacation. I think that's the whole thing. Is you've been on vacation. Well, I guess a sportscation.
Yes. So, like I said on our last show, we went to Monterrey, Mexico this past week. So you guys didn't see my face. Thanks again to Sean Hall for stepping in. And my son played in a Team USA versus Team Mexico game.
And how'd he do?
Did awesome. I mean, I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, they still got little things that he need to work on here and there, but overall,
spoken like a dad/coach. Work on.
Overall, I think just the experience itself was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was just telling Mauricio before the show, I was like, if I ran anything in hospitality, right? If I had a hospitality business, I would take my staff to Mexico for training.
Yeah.
I think just from the hotel, I mean, just to everybody was hospitable, from the Uber drivers, just everything. So the only thing I wish I would have brushed up on is my Spanish.
Well, now you know, so when you go back, you can start practicing now.
Google Translate. Google Translate was my best friend.
Well, the worst is, I never even took Spanish. I did Italian and French, so I would be very confused.
Right, and a lot of people, even myself, even before going, felt that like, oh man, it may not be safe. Mexico, very safe.
It is
very safe. I had a good time when I got there. Stepped off the plane. When I got to the hotel, I recognized, like, you know what?
Yeah.
I dropped down my guard because I noticed that it was a safe place.
Well, I think it's like anywhere. You have to be careful. You have to be aware.
Right.
Because something can happen anywhere, but to miss out on beautiful parts of the world, you make that decision.
I agree. I think that's an experience. I think one thing I like to do is not really just invest money into materialistic things, but invest into experiences, especially for my kids, because it's things as a child that I never got a chance to experience. So.
And imagine, like, at the age that they're at, these experiences that they're having that are going to shape how they see the world.
Definitely.
They're not going to be scared.
Definitely.
They're going to get on that plane and go.
Well, I don't want to talk about it so long, but my son, he even said it, like, just playing. He didn't even know kids played tackle football in Mexico. He thought majority of them played soccer. Yeah. But even going over there now, he's exchanged Instagrams and IGs with a lot of those kids that he played against. And these kids were very talented. And I called a couple college coaches I know. I was like, listen, you guys need to get over here to Mexico and start recruiting kids.
Oh, he's recruiting from that.
Yeah, so
never take it was coach out the job here.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's really cool. And now he's going to make these friendships that could last a lifetime from this one experience.
Definitely.
How beautiful.
Definitely. So what's happening with you? I didn't see you in the whole week.
I know. It's weird. It's weird when I don't get to see you on Wednesdays. We catch up and then I get to see you. I mean, I was following along on your Instagram. His wife does a great job posting about all the things so we can make sure you're okay. I was watching to make sure you guys are good. But I've been working on a new collection because, we work a year ahead. So we're working on spring, summer 24. So while you guys don't see it until it hits the stores in months from now, we've been hard at work pulling late nights every night. But and so our guest of honor today, because we have one guest, a very important guest, is going to talk about things that happen and are planned months out.
Yes.
To make it special for all of us here in Delray Beach. Can you announce her with the announcer voice? Because you just do it so good. Yeah, we gotta. You weren't here last week, so we need to get that rust off you. You gotta brush it off. You got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready, get down, get up out your seat. And welcome Nan, a special events administrator of the Parks and Recreation Department of the city of Delray Beach.
Hi, Nan. Nan, you needed the announcer voice because you are just so fabulous.
Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, Nan and your team, because as you say all the time, there's a lot of you.
There are a lot of us, yes.
Is responsible for 4th of July, the Christmas tree, the parade, so many of the incredible things that happen in addition to making sure we have beautiful parks.
Yes, Parks and Recreation, we're busy. Well, we like to say we're the fun department.
Yes.
Because we try to bring fun to the city between all of our special events, between keeping the parks beautiful, between having a really fantastic, I don't know, last time you've been to the parks, there were some really great play structures that are out there. That
the one at Barwick?
That park is really
amazing.
fun. I mean, there's some, and they're fun, and they can climb them, and they're just, some of them look like spaceships, and there's one that's like a ninja course, and I mean, there's just some really fun things that are going out there. It's not like the old slides where you burned yourself on the way down.
We had growing up.
The one thing I was going to say with Parks and Rec, because I remember as a kid, there was just a slide, a swing, and a seesaw.
And monkey bars. You didn't even have a monkey bar?
Now these kids have everything. Our monkey balls was broke. We had no, but
that's my brother's favorite at the park. Was always the monkey bars, but you'd burn his hands. I'm like, I'm not going on that thing because it was so hot.
And they were old, and they were, and so now, I mean, they're fun, they're different, and one of the great things that we like to do is we go and test them out before the kids get to test them out.
What a hard day at work, man. You guys.
So we go, and our director of parks is just he and our assistant director. They love to just really go find kind of some of the cool things, and in some cases these are the first of in the state of Florida to just kind of bring these really fun things to our residents that aren't anywhere else in the state, and have them built and just for us to enjoy. They're free, right? And we have butterfly gardens in our parks, which our parks maintenance folks are just really trying to bring a lot of different things besides just special events. There's just so many little things, and when you go to the parks, you just never know where you're going to turn and see. Every time, you just walk, and all of a sudden there's a butterfly garden, or you go here and there's something else being planted, or there's, it's delightful to just spend an afternoon in the park, or even just go have lunch.
When you're talking about like catering to basically our citizens, I think with the 4th of July event that's coming up, that's really catering to South Florida.
They come from all around.
I know it's a huge event. So can you talk about the event this year? I know every year it gets bigger and better. And I never thought that it could get bigger.
I was looking at we had a schedule of events over here, and I was like,
I seen one of my favorite on there. I seen something about a cheeseburger eating contest. BurgerFi. Cheeseburger.
How do we sign you up? How many do you think you could eat?
Oh, man.
How many do you think?
Probably 3 1/4.
What's the winner? How much?
They eat like 10 or 11, or I mean, they eat a lot, and it's and they dunk it in the water, and they and so
talk about that day and that lineup of events and what should people look forward to.
Well, so we start early in the morning. So we start at like 8 in the morning with the fours on the 4th, which is a volleyball tournament, which happens on the beach, south end of the beach, in the volleyball courts. And then it starts at around 9 or 10 o'clock, where we go into snorkeling tours out to the Delray wreck, out into the ocean. And then we hit the ground running. We're closing the roads around that same time. And then starting at 5 o'clock, we have this really beautiful, very solemn flag raising. We have a 30 foot by 60 foot flag that we raise up with a crane.
That big.
And we need people to help us. So people gather, and we have an honor guard, and we have someone comes and sings the national anthem for us, and we need people to help us hold the flag, and then they raise it up on this crane. But it takes 30, 40, 50 people to help us. It's the flag's almost 100 pounds itself. Can't touch the ground. They raise it up. It's flat. It's just really, it's very, very touching to have that happen. And then we go on, and then we start the eating contest. We have custard eating, cheeseburger eating, and this year we're adding pizza eating contest, because BurgerFi and Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza are working together. They're our sponsors.
That's wonderful.
So we have 3 different eating contests. And it's
custard eating. That's brain-free city.
I know. That's how they do it. Man. Can't be lactose intolerant.
And trouble. And then off they go, and and it's so much fun to watch them. And it's little kids, and it's adults, and it's not quite like Nathan's, but they really give it their go.
That's an intense one. I went to that a couple of times when I lived in New York, and I was like,
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know.
It has to be fun. It's probably even fun to watch too.
Oh yeah, it is fun.
You know,
Well, it's the energy. It's all the energy of everybody cheering them on.
The pizza, the cheeseburger. Y'all should have had Tom's as a sponsor. Somebody, that's what.
Jamel's asking. Anybody out there have a connection?
Right, and it's just fun. It's fun to watch them because they're, you know, and these little kids, and everyone's really trying their best to. And again, it's all in just
Can
good fun.
anybody enter the
Anybody
contest?
can enter it.
So how, for Jamel, who's going to enter which one, pizza or cheeseburger?
I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Oh, you're
I'll sit back and watch.
So for the other people who are not scared like Jamel to enter, how do they sign up?
So they can reach out to BurgerFi on over there by the beach side in Delray, or you can reach to just sign up the day of.
Oh,
we'll just let people
so
sign
you
up.
can do if you're
sign up on the day
you're
of.
feeling inspired that day and you want to do it, you could sign up.
Right, and they'll say who wants to join, and people can just sit.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So they run out of chairs.
Okay. How many people did you have last year? Do you know?
I think we had about 20.
Wow.
15, 20 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That was people in the competition, not people at the event.
Oh,
itself.
yeah.
That was just people that the competitors.
Yeah, we put out about 20 chairs, and there's a little
I
doggy
think
one.
when you look at the gusto, we have a co-host.
Yeah, we got a little co-host one.
So when you look at the culminating event, what people come for, the fireworks, like what should we expect? Where will the fireworks be? Is it a surprise location? Or I know at one point it was like
that was only during COVID. Thank goodness, that was a hard secret to keep.
Even then though, when other towns weren't doing anything, you guys found a way for us. Because we love our fireworks on the 4th of July here in Delray Beach, and our city found a way to make it happen. You guys we didn't have to miss the fireworks, which was really exciting.
As a kid growing up in there, I mean, it was on the beach. There was a huge barge out on the ocean, and it was thousands of people that came out to watch the fireworks. And I think even since COVID, I'm still seeing a big rush, and every year the events, everything now become a full day thing. Usually it just only be the fireworks.
You came in the evening,
You know, but now it's full day. You know, you can come downtown and.
Well, and it's kind of nice because we have a lot of vendors, we have a lot of fun things for the kids, all the way down to having things for toddlers. Because you know, there's a lot of things for the older kids, but then there's no kind of really, I don't want to call it safe area for the kids. So there's like a little toddler soft play area for the kids, so they're not getting knocked over by the bigger kids running around, right? So there's a little area for those kids, and then we have a really cool ninja wall this year. That's really huge. And so the kids kind of run up the wall and climb over and then out down the other side. And again, stuff that we didn't have when we were kids, right? And all these great bounce houses. And then off you go, and we kind of make it an experience. So you come over the bridge. First thing you hear is we have a DJ So Nice, who is just wonderful. He sets the mood. Everyone comes in, and as soon as you see people coming over the bridge, they start dancing. Right, and they're just in the mood. They gets them in the mood, and then there's stuff for the kids, and it's sort of our teen zone, right? And the ninja wall, and then there's some bounce houses, and a lot of cool vendors and jewelry and things as you walk down. And then there's a little bit more, and then there's a little bit more music, and then you start to hear the band. So we have this great band, K-Love and the United Funk Foundation, which is this band. We brought them over from Clearwater. We had them in one of our concert series this past fall. Went over like gangbusters. Immediately I booked them. Before they had left the venue, I said, please, can you come back for 4th of July? They were so much fun. Everybody was up dancing. And then, so they play, take a break. We have DJ Big Smile in between sets.
I love all the names too.
Winston Hill, and they're great. And again, just they themselves, it's just not background music. They get people dancing and moving. And then at 9 o'clock, we have the Zambelli, which is the fireworks company, right?
Incredible.
And they're going to put on this great fireworks show, and we do have it off the barge in the ocean and then more people can see it all along the beach. And people just, you know, you start to sense people will come for dinner, or they'll be sitting here on the avenue having dinner, and then they'll come over. It's like this massive people come over the bridge, right? And then they just line up on the beach and all over Atlantic and A1A. And then the fireworks are about 25 minutes. And it's gorgeous. You know, Zambelli does it right. And we're very happy to work with them and what they do for us.
I have to say, the way you just ran through that lineup without a piece of paper in your hand, I mean, you've been working on this
for a long time. So when did you start working?
I didn't even talk about the food vendors we have.
When did you start planning 4th of July?
Oh, so we take notes during the day of 4th of July. So we'll be taking notes the day of. Okay, let's do this. Don't forget about that. We want to add these things. This is cool. People are reaching out to us. So we work on it all year round. We're already starting to work. I've already kind of moved on to working on the 100-foot Christmas tree, which comes up. Our tree lighting.
We know it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, our tree lighting is November 28th, which is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So that's our tree lighting. A little a plug for the date now. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. And then we go into our holiday village with the gingerbread house and seeing Santa and the carousel and everything like that. And we have New Year's. We're already working on New Year's. Woo. And I've already started to work on St. Patrick's Day. So we work.
St. Patrick's Day next year, guys.
Next year.
Let's make sure you're listening.
And next year. Right? So we work, and next year it actually falls on, it'll be March 16th, which is, it's always the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day itself. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th. Yeah. So this will be March 16th, which is so we're always working ahead. Yeah. We're always booking, thinking ahead. We also have Kids Fest, which is in October. Yeah. So we end up doing, just the city, 28 events a year.
28 events.
We do 28 events. That's our department. That doesn't count what happens at Pompeii.
Right.
That doesn't count what happens at Catherine Strong.
Right.
Doesn't count what happens at the Teen Center. I mean, there's a lot that happens.
So if somebody really wanted to look at this list of events, especially for the 4th of July event that's coming up, where should they go? Who should they contact if they want to be a part of it? Are there any other spots for vendors, food vendors, or is it shut off at this moment?
Well, for 4th of July, our food vendors were filled the hour and a half after we posted the applications. It went that fast as we've ever filled the food vendors.
How many do you have?
We limited to 8. Because we want everyone to do good business. Yes. Plus, we have all of our food vendors that are down
all the restaurants,
right? And we don't want to have them be.
Makes sense.
We want them to get a lot of good business too, and so we don't do competing items. We don't do anything that competes with what the restaurants are down there. And but so we have a nice, very robust list of vendors. So people are always calling us. We want to be included, so we add their names. And again, that's a year-round process. And then when our applications open up, we send them out to everybody, and it's sort of a first-come, first-serve.
Well, I have to say, you've had a big task. You've been doing a great job.
An amazing job
at Parks and Rec.
We have a great team at Parks and Rec. Thank you for.
We are very lucky, guys. For all of you out there who like to complain, let's also reach out and give thanks to the amazing people that make our town so special.
Call them the Facebook keyboard warriors.
The keyboard warriors. How about let's give some happy keyboarding today for DJ Happy and Smiley and all those guys. But really, but all of our team here in Parks and Rec. I mean, you put on top-notch events that you are working around the clock, and so many other people are involved to make this happen.
Yeah, so I'd give a shout out to
Sam, for all that you
Sam
do.
Lee Todd, the director of Parks and Rec.
Yes.
And also my boy Prentice Mobley.
Yeah, Prentice, and his team over at Catherine Strong, and again, Pompeii is doing some great work. They're doing Jazz in the Park. They're doing a Unity Fest. They're doing
so many.
They've got a great. They just did a Gospel in the Park. They do at Catherine Strong. I mean, they're doing some great events.
Totally agree.
That again, we're the fun department.
We are the fun department.
We love, not even counting just the programming they do and the skate park and everything. It's it beats working.
Yeah.
It beats working because I don't consider it a job. I consider it's fun to go to work.
Yeah.
It's fun to be able to do this kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. You guys you're making our town more fun, and we're so lucky to be here in Delray Beach.
Well, thank you very much for
your hard work.
Oh, you are welcome.
Is there anything else you want to make sure anybody knows before we say goodbye to you, Nan?
Well, what I can say is that if you're interested in finding out about any of our events, just go to the City of Delray Beach's website, and you just go to Parks and Rec or events, and you can just sign up for an email list. You come on, and then it'll just send you notices and every time, or Facebook. It'll just tell you all of the different things that are happening. And we'd love to have you join us for everything that's happening.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nan. We appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate you.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nan. It really is. It's incredible what they put together, and all of the different things and how they think about the little kids and the older people, and to really make sure that everybody has a great time on the 4th of July.
I totally agree. It's from, you know, like you said, just from the toddlers all the way up to the senior citizens.
Yep.
You know, so, and I just remember just watching people, just that wave at the end of the fireworks, just the wave of people come back from the beach,
It's
and everybody,
special.
you know,
It's a
they pour
special
into the
moment.
restaurants. So it really adds life also, you know, to the restaurants and the businesses downtown too. So,
And a 25-minute fireworks show, not a 5-minute like some other places, 25 minutes.
I love that it's out on the barge.
Yes.
You know, I know at one point it came, it was like the parking garage,
Yeah.
and it wasn't the same, but being on the beach, being out on the barge, being able to
beautiful.
watch the fireworks, you can't beat
beautiful.
that
Nope.
whatsoever.
You
And it's a
can't.
nice crowd. And the one thing about it, planning an event of this magnitude, the biggest thing that our PD is about is safety in our fire department. So
Yes.
they're
They have the
really
dump
big.
trucks that they put at
So
the ends of the
I mean, so
streets.
many things that go into play to put an event on
Yep.
like this.
Yep.
So shout out to the city of Delray.
Yes.
For that's why I love this fun town.
Best town.
You know, big time. So do you have anything else you want to share with our viewers? She thinking about it. No, I ain't got nothing. What you trying to say? I forgot. But anyways,
no.
once again, we have to thank Capital One. Today, like we said, is a shorter show. You know, we have one guest today, Ms. Nan, to talk about the different events.
Because it's such an important, special one.
Very, very, very important. But with no further ado, have a Delray day. Peace. We out, shawty. Capital One. Gin and tonic. Going down. Take it to the head. I hope we went live, right?